Hi, and welcome to Pioneer Football League Sportscenter. This is Commissioner Patterson. We are here live from the Man Cave. We just finished up our first weekend of games for the Spring Classic. We had 3 games that were on the docket. All of them featured some pretty interesting matchups that we couldn't wait to see. And although the scores weren't really that close, you could tell that this tournament is going to be very interesting, and there's a couple teams that are vying for the championship spot. First up was the Bronx Colts, who defended their championship from last year, coming out in Week 1 with a rout of the Brooklyn Pharaohs by the score of 40-6. The Pharaohs came out looking sharp with their brand new uniforms, helmets, everything looking sharp, but after some costly turnovers earlier on, they were unable to get back in it. They did get an interception right before the half, and you thought that they could make a game of it, but the Colts, like true champions, just pulled ahead at the end, and we have not seen the last of the Pharaohs, so watch out for them because they definitely show promises of being that next really good franchise in the Pioneer Football League.
What's going on? It's Fritz here, Pioneer Football League, and I'm here with
Javon Smalls,
what position you play?
running back.
All right, now tell us, man. First year program, nice jerseys, Pharaohs. First of all, tell us about your program.
We're a good program, play as a team. Today we was kind of unfocused, but we're a good team in practice. Focus on what we need to get better on, and that's what we're gonna come out and do next week.
All right, now you guys took a tough loss today, but first game jitters, fumbled once, but other than that, you've been running the ball good, getting yards, a couple of penalties, man. How you feel about the game?
We could have did way better than we did. We're a good team. We gotta work on some minor stuff that we need to do. Kids gotta come to practice, and we gotta be on one team.
Ray Toledo, first catch touchdown in the spring.
Yes.
What was the secret to your the wealth today, man? You had an interception too. What's going on, man?
We gotta do is put me on the field. Gotta play the ball all the time. Ball in the air, you go to the air, you get that ball, do what you gotta do. I saw this year they need a receiver, so I stepped up.
I see. Okay, well, how are you gonna plan on following this up next week?
I don't know, I guess we're gonna have to find out.
Somebody still has their jersey.
Oh my God! It wasn't even ready.
In our second game, we had the Bronx Buccaneers, who started up with the 2014 spring season with a touchdown pass on the first offensive play of the game, which was very impressive. The Bobcats just can't manage to seem to get out of their own way. They gave up the vertical ball. Coach Tony was very frustrated, but he's still working at it, and those guys had a lot of fresh faces, so we'll see them working at it. And I'm outside the box. In our third game, we had a new look Bronx Seahawk team that came out and was all out when it came to the action with the Staten Island Bandits. Some familiar faces from their old team before the hurricane hit, and some new faces that were added in. So that together, it was a tough matchup, but in the end, the Seahawks pulled away off the strength of a very freaky play. The Staten Island Bandits intercepted a ball, and as the runner was trying to return it in the end zone, he fumbled in his own end zone, and it was recovered by the Seahawks for the initial touchdown of the game. The Seahawks were able to put another score on the board with a amazing run by Dimitri Corey, and that was the difference in the game, 14-0. Let's talk really quickly about the standout players from Week 1. For the Bronx Colts, the gentleman who caught the first touchdown of the game, he also caught an interception later on. We have Ray Toledo, the number 10 for the Bronx Colts. That'll do it for the Pioneer Football League Spring Classic First Edition. Week 1 is in the books. We have another triple header this weekend. Saturday at McCombs, starting at 2 o'clock, going all the way through the afternoon. We want to say speedy recovery to the players that went down with injuries this past weekend, including a broken forearm in the first game and a broken leg in the third game. So speedy recovery. One of those guys, one of our all-stars, Alex Lucas, just an awesome kid, a gentleman, and a very funny guy. One of the characters that we have in this league that makes this thing so fun to do. Want to say speedy recovery and get well soon. So for the Pioneer Football League, this is Commissioner Patterson. Farewell. We'll see you next week.